welcome to Pick of the Pegs TV. Today I'm going to be showing how to mix my favourite winter groundbait mix. For my winter groundbait mix I use three components. The first is Ringer's Bag 'em Carp mix. I like this mix because it's light, fluffy and also has a lot of fish attractants, which I think is what you need in winter. The second is Van Dyne's Gold Pro Bream. I like this one because the sweet fish meals that give the fish something to home in on in the winter conditions. And last is Sensus Black Super Black 3000. I like this because it darkens off the overall groundbait mix, which I think is what fish want. They prefer to feed over darker groundbait in winter because of the clear water. And finally, if the fishing is really hard, I'll add some liquid attractant. This one is Dynamite Bait's Banana Nut Crush. I like this one because it plumes up off the bottom. Other liquids will do, but this is just one of my favourites. Okay, so now we're going to mix the dry components. So with the Ringer's mix, I use one 250ml cup. So just pour all that into the cup. It's always good to have a measuring device. So there's one of those. I'm only going to mix up a little bit today because we're not actually fishing, just showing you guys. Next is the sweet fish meal. I like to use 2 cups of this because I think the fish like the attractants that it gives off. 1.5 to 2 of those, and then finally the Sensus Black goes in, and just want to add about a cup of that in, and then with the dry pieces just make sure you mix them all together. Have a nice dry mix ready to add the water. Okay, now I'm going to add the water to the dry ingredients. At this point I would add the liquid attractants to the water rather than adding it straight into the mix. So to start off with, just add a tiny bit of water, just get your hand in there and just start mixing around. You'll make sure every bit is covered. And as you can see there, that's not ready at all. That's not going to bind properly and you wouldn't be able to put that in any method. So what you want to do is get some more water, add some more, and just keep mixing. You see it's starting to bind more now. Just add the water little and often rather than putting in, because on some ground baits it says put in a pint per kilo. I don't like to do that because I think that some ground baits after you've had them for a while will dry out. So you just got to keep getting them, give them a squeeze, and that is what I'd say is pretty much perfect. You can get all the ground bait, it's nice, you can feel the wetness in it, and if you grab a handful, squeeze it, it makes a nice ball. So you can put that in a pole cup and put that through 10 feet of water and it will not break down. So there you go, a nice winter ground bait mix.